Greetings and welcome. My name is Charlotte Young Bowens, and I am the founder of Conscious Gear. Thank you so much for stopping by the website. And I thought I would just take a moment to kind of tell you a little bit about why I started Conscious Gear. So, what had happened was, many years ago, I had a health scare. And I learned at the same time that, I had high blood pressure, high cholesterol. I was borderline diabetic, and I was morbidly obese. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like all that information, of the combination of that information, like shook me to my core. And I realized in that moment that, like, look, I've got to make some changes. And so I decided to take back control of my life. And so one of the first things I did is I went to the gym. And it was the first time I'd ever gone to a gym. And I told people on that very first day that all I could go for is 2 minutes at 2 miles per hour. And at the time, I didn't really even know what that meant. But I was consistent and I was persistent. And I really dug deep into my kind of spiritual foundation, and I continued to kind of get better, go for longer, go for faster. And before I know it, like 16 months later, I was crossing the finish line of my first 50-mile ultra marathon. Mind blown. I mean, because it was an accomplishment that I could have never, ever dreamt for myself. I mean, in fact, I knew very little about marathons, let alone ultra marathons. But the victory was kind of bittersweet because on one hand, here I was, doing the unthinkable, but at the same time, during that time, and as I continue to struggle. It's bittersweet because on one hand, I'm doing all these endurance athletic events, but I'm struggling to find outdoor gear and outerwear to fit my taller, curvier, bigger body. And so I did what most people do, me and all my fellow bigger bodied ultra marathoners and triathletes and long distance cyclists. We just complained and complained and complained. And we recognized really there was a gap in the market, that the industry kind of was ignoring us bigger folk. And I think, at some point in time, I felt like I was being called. Honestly, I was inspired to start Conscious Gear. And see, let me just say this about Conscious Gear. I'm not just about making bigger outdoor gear and outerwear. I'm really about using design innovation that is responsive to the bigger body. Meaning that I'm not gonna create products that look exactly like what's on the market right now. I'm gonna create products that I'm going to give to bigger body folk. They're going to give me feedback. They're going to test these products out. And then and only then when I feel like it really is the right product for bigger bodies, then we'll put it on the market. Because you can't just take something that you made for a size 10 and then think it's going to be fine for a size 20. The translation just doesn't happen because bigger bodies are just different. And so yeah, I'm super excited about the company. Our first product is a hydration vest. We're going to be doing a foray into other products as well. And also I'm going to be creating a new app that's going to help simplify the process of finding outerwear and outdoor gear for bigger bodies because companies are starting to respond to this need. So yay. And we're not going to be reinventing the wheel. So we want to make sure people get what they need where they need to get it. And so thank you so much for taking out time to visit me. Let's not be strangers. And I hope I'll see you in the outdoors. Peace and love, and take good care of yourselves.